you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
And, you know enough to be dangerous, but don't know about all the other things that may exist with it. And I don't know. The only thing I can relate this to is I remodeled my house a long time ago, and I didn't really know what I was getting into. And I had my dad being an architect. I knew enough about it to be dangerous. And when I got into the project, I started taking walls down. It was an old house built in the 40s. And I started taking walls down and found more problems that I didn't know existed until I tore these walls down. And of course, the right thing to do was to fix it correctly and rebuild it back, right? And I think that's a decision that happens with a lot of people with things, is that you get into something and some people's tendency is just to put a Band-Aid on it or just move past it or ignore it or pretend it's not there. And I think with what we're doing with technology and with security and the things that people are trying to move their business forward, is that's a decision they can make. They can make a decision to put a Band-Aid on it, or they can decision to do the right thing. And so my point to that is like when you were talking to your cousin, it's like he didn't if he was shopping for price, he would just choose the bare minimum and just done the thing that would get him on his way, right? But what you did is you really listened to what his needs were, and like a doctor would do, you knew that, like any doctor would say, it's like you need to lose weight and eat the right foods. But you said it in a way where he really believed in that vision of where you wanted to take him, like some doctors can do, with saying you really should get healthy for these reasons because you want to live longer, and it's good for you, and I can help you do that, and I can be your guide. And I think that's what you've done for this client, is you've demonstrated of being a guide for him because you care about him, genuinely care about him, especially because you're related to him.
And to be clear, it's not done. It's an ongoing commitment. Yeah. It never really ends.
It is never done. Well, just like your doctor or anything it's a journey, right?
Right.
And it's not a destination, it's a journey. And I think that's a big point, because I think a lot of people come to us and just, I give this example a lot about people, if you're going to your Home Depot's type stores and you're going in to fix your irrigation at your house, you probably most likely know the part you need. You walk in the irrigation aisle, you say, I know what I need. And someone comes there and asks you for help. And you're like, no, I got it. Thanks. You're irritated that someone's asking you for help. But if there's probably a lot of people that go in and kind of know what they need about irrigation, or they maybe get themselves over their head, and then they find out it's a bigger problem than they need. And then they go into that store and that guy is there, or an expert, probably maybe not the Home Depot guy, but it's there to really give expertise advice and to give you a plan and a strategy. I would say if Home Depot turned that thing around, they would say, hey, come to our classes where we teach you how to do your irrigation for your house and all the little details, or the little tricks, the ins and outs, and things that you may not thought about, to really help you do the right thing. And so I think that's what we're about, is like, I think we are about helping you and I think that's what we have always been about, is taking technology to where you can really use it and take it, like really help you grow your business, really help you, be more competitive. It's exciting to me. That's why we're in technology, to me, is because it's exciting. I'm passionate about it. I want people to use this stuff to a competitive advantage. I want to be smarter and more nimble than everyone else. Like Teams to me has been that tool that lets me communicate when I'm anywhere I want to be, and everyone thinks I'm right next to them. I think that's a wonderful thing.
It's cool. And I mean, I'm going back to say that it's just not a one-time deal. It is an ongoing commitment. I think one of the things, if you look at our business over the years, we've built a loyal customer base because we've always been here to help them. It's not like it's a one and done thing,
Right.
And so as the technology becomes more sophisticated, I guess, and touches more parts of your business or your lives, it's all the more important for it, for you to have somebody there that you can trust and count on and call,
I love that we've been doing these testimonials. I listened to every one of them. We have a contest in the office going on to see who can do as many testimonials quicker, faster. But what I've really taken a step back at that, because what I've realized is that there's so many different groups of people in our office that have really deep relationships with our clients at different levels. Like I've noticed and just really appreciate our staff more than I've ever have, because they have their own relationships with our clients that I did not even think they had, you know?
They do. And I mean, that's partly because they're engaged with those people, you know, those, our clients, you know, every day. I know maybe not every day, every week, but when the client has a problem, that's who they call, right?
Right. Or question or anything, help they need.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a natural part of the process, but it doesn't start out that way. It starts out where, you know, it's the project manager or the account manager, whatever, working with the client. But our job's kind of, we help people get engaged with Protected Trust, get on board. But at the end of the day, it's our support team and all our engineers that kind of are doing the day-to-day rigor to make us who we are.
I'd like to make an offer here to anyone who's listening that if you have any questions about using Microsoft 365 or Microsoft Teams, or any questions about a Surface or anything related to the Microsoft ecosystem, Azure, that I would like them to feel free that they could just call us, go to the website, protectedtrust.com, click on, there's a schedule now button. They could click that button. It'll find a time on our calendars that's best for them and us, where they could schedule a call and talk to us about anything that they want to talk to us about. And that if they have a question about whether Microsoft does this, or some problem they're having, or something they think they might want to be doing, that, and I'm not saying in a way to sell them something, it's just a way to help them, that we would be here to help them. Because I think what people will find out is that we are generally trying just to help people. And, you know, we're trying to make a living as well. And if there's something that we can help you with and it helps us at the same time, you know, I'm sure that that's not going to be an issue for you, but we generally want to try to help people. And I think this is a way that we could help with any question they have. And I'm sure you would be open to that as well, right?
Sure. I think it's a great idea.